Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for the month of January. This is a general reading, so remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you feel the pull to do so, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs for a bigger picture. And yeah, I hope you're all well. Coming out of meditation for this reading for you guys, I got a sense of perfectionism. I'd already pre-shuffled all these cards, but I felt the need to do it again. And you know, I get a sense of overdoing things, so doing something and then not feeling like it's good enough, so doing it again and then maybe again and then checking it. So I feel like what Spirit is saying to you guys is it is good enough. You are good enough. You know, if you're a Gemini that's doubting yourself, you do things well, you do things well enough. Just give yourself a break from time to time. You know, things don't have to be perfect, okay? You know, and that could be a generational pattern that you know, you've picked up as souls, but that's not going to resonate with everybody. Those messages are going to be for some, and as I said, take what resonates and leave the rest. The other thing was I was asking a question coming out of meditation, and the question that was being asked was, why are you afraid to shine? And that could come back to that need to be a perfectionist in the things, everything that you do, because you don't, deep down there's an underlying feeling of not feeling good enough. Okay, and that was the question that was asked as I was coming out of meditation, was, why don't you feel like you want, it's almost like you don't want to be seen or you don't want to be noticed. So for some of you, you may be playing it safe. So why don't you want to shine? Why don't you want to shine? It's time. It's time to get started. It's time to get going. It's time to try that new thing that you've been putting off. You know, and this isn't just for people, you know, in the workplace. This could be in a relationship. It could be in a friendship. You know, it could be in any area of your life, you know, and it can even be somebody that's retired that feels the need to overdo things, and you're doing the same thing, repeating the same pattern in that sense of being a perfectionist. All right, well, we'll jump into the reading, or we'll get started on the reading. That's very deep to start out the Gemini January read, but it's obviously necessary and needed. You know, the channeled messages that come out from, you know, me coming out of the meditation for this reading are super clear, and you know, and I have to honor them and pass them on. We're going to start off with some affirmation cards and see what spirit messages want to come through via those, and then we'll do the psychic tarot. I've got the Rider-Waite Smith and some oracle cards to clarify, and also at the end I will round it up with some beautiful inspiration cards for you guys. Okay, so let's get started. As I said, I pre-shuffled these and did them again, but I just like to wake them up to, you know, say, come on. Alrighty, thank you, spirits, angels and guides. What does the beautiful sign of Gemini need to know for the month of January 4? It's time to take action, guys. I just saw the number 4. 4's been coming up a lot for people lately, but you know, it is a month, or it's not just a month, but it's a year of opportunities, and we won't be able to take on board those opportunities if we don't take action. Okay, I acknowledge and express my emotions with ease and grace. Okay, so it's being comfortable. I'm hearing the words comfortable in your own skin. So being comfortable with who you are, but acknowledging those emotions when they come up and expressing them in you know, in whatever way you can, with ease and grace. You know, it's okay to have emotions, and it's okay to express them. And the more we do that, the more other people will do the same and feel comfortable doing that. You know, we get told by society, oh, suck it up, stop being a crybaby, get on with it. You know, all that sort of thing from either generation after generation, through family and friends, or even by society. And it's okay, you know, without those emotions we don't get to feel things, and without our feelings we don't get to experience in order to learn and grow as a soul. I experience love in all its beautiful glory, okay? So you are loved. So just, you know, feel the universal love, feel the Divine Mother as, you know, our true mother, and that we are loved. I see clearly and accurately through divine assistance. I feel like that's just reminding some of you Geminis to stop doubting yourself and stop, you know, make sure that you are trusting your intuition. Okay, your intuition is your divine guidance. It's also messages that come through on a daily basis. Be aware of those, as well as, you know, possibly through your dreams as well, if they can't get the messages clearer in the waking moments. I sing the beautiful song of my heart, clear and loud for all to hear. So for some of you, come on, you know, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you've got to offer. We want to hear what you have to say. So if any of those, you know, messages resonate with you, it's because you're holding back, Gemini. You have a lot to offer. You are very gifted, and, you know, you're a gifted soul that, you know, the more you have deep down within you, the more you have to share, and for others to benefit from it too. Remember, we learn and grow from everybody on this journey, and, you know, it's yours to honor and acknowledge and feel proud of, but it's also for others to learn from as well. All right, so we're going to delve in, and we're going to say thank you, spirits, angels and guides, for those messages. Can we hear what else Gemini needs to know for the month of January? Thank you. Comfort. I'm hearing the words comfort. So perhaps some of you are still sitting in a comfort zone. Perhaps you're going back to old things or doing things the same way you've always done it, and it's time to move on from that. It's time to release something, release whatever it is that you've been sitting on. I'm seeing someone sitting on their hands, so I get a sense, you know, our hands allow us to create, allow us to do what we need to do to learn and grow. You know, our legs carry us forward, but our hands are the ones that, you know, actively let us, you know, move forward with them, you know, move forward with things and achieve things with our hands. So stop sitting on your hands, Gemini, and start, you know, getting those creative abilities out there. All right, that's very interesting. So much potential, so much potential. Stop keeping it to yourself. Okay, things take time. I feel like this is the universe. This is a patience card. I do feel like though, and it is, the patience card is a 5 vibration, because that's 14, and in numerology 1 and 4 is 5, of course. So it can be unexpected, sudden changes. So in traditional tarot, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, it is the Tower moment. Okay, so it's saying things take time, but come on, it is time. Okay, so it's time to get moving. So if you've been holding off, putting something off, it's time to get moving on with it. Okay, if it's you know, it could be in love, it could be anything. It's whatever you resonate with, whatever you know, pops into your head as you're watching this. So, you know, take it if it's for you. If it doesn't resonate, then you know, leave it for someone else. But it is a Tower moment, and I do get a sense of the universe is going, okay, well, we'll wait, we'll see, we'll wait for a little bit longer and see if they're going to take action on it. Because what happens is we wait, we put something off, and the universe says, well, no, they really need to get moving now. And the Tower moment comes in, and suddenly some event or some unexpected thing can happen to usher you in the right direction. Okay, Tower moments for me aren't a negative, but they do remind us that we can plant seeds, but we have to be willing to encourage it to grow. You might have planted some seeds, which that person's doing right there, or it's got this beautiful flower. So it's almost like, come on, what are you sitting on? What are you waiting on? You know, it's not going to happen for you. The universe isn't going to bring it to you. But what will happen is, if sometimes when we put off doing what we've got to do, the universe will just nudge us in the right direction. We shouldn't wait for that, because it's never in the way that we expect. And as I said, the Tower moment is not a negative. Often it can be classed as a blessing in disguise. So what are you putting off? What are you waiting to happen? Because it's not going to happen without some action. That's why the four, you know, the number 4 vibration is about taking action. Okay, taking action before, you know, the 5. So 4 comes before 5. 5s are about you know, sudden abrupt changes, and that's the Tower moment. So you're being given this sort of, not a warning, but more like a, come on, this is a preview, come on, what are you waiting for? January is the month for Geminis to start the ball rolling, start moving things forward. Progress is progress, doesn't matter how fast or slow. And I do get a sense I'm being held back from putting more cards down, because it's important that you have an understanding about this month for some reason. Okay, so for some of you, you may be looking into study, or you may be looking to learn about something before you move forward with something. So it could be that, okay, well, you put it off, you know you need to get moving, but you just want to learn a little bit more. They're saying you've got enough. Okay, it comes back down to that perfectionism with me reshuffling the cards, even though I knew I'd done them sufficient before. And it wasn't the message, it wasn't about me, it was about Gemini, the Gemini reading, saying that, okay, you sometimes overdo things through fear of it not being good enough, but you've done as much learning as you can. It's now time to put that into action. It's now time to give it a go. You know, what's the worst thing that can happen? It doesn't work out, it's not for you, then you try something else. It's that fear of it not being good enough, when that comes down to that perfectionism as well, which isn't a negative, isn't a bad thing. I'm just going to move these over just a wee bit. Alrighty, so you've got the base chakra. Now that comes up often, especially underneath the Tower card, the Tower moment, the Patience card, to remind you that we get stuck energy, and that's where you'll feel it. You'll feel it in the root chakra, in the base chakra, in the lower back area, because it is stuck. It is a sense of, you know, come on, you know, are you, it all boils down to the fight or flight mode. Okay, so are you going to get going? Are you going to get moving? Okay, it is our support, our grounding, our foundation. And sometimes when we stay put and do things the same way, or in the same place or same environment for too long, we get stuck energy. Okay, and if you look at it with the physical, if you stand for too long, sit for too long, lie for too long, you get pain and discomfort sometimes. So that's the same with the base chakra. So that comes up for me to say, hey, look, you know what? It's time to get moving. We don't want the universe stepping in and moving you forward. So what are you putting off? What are you needing to do? Because January is giving you that opportunity to do it. Too much up in your head, too much mental conflict. Okay, that's the 2 of Swords. Thinking, procrastinating, mulling it over, talking yourself out of more of what than what you're talking yourself in. And they're saying, get out of your head, because for some reason your head's doing a bit of a number on you. All right, so it's time for action, Gemini. It's time to stop procrastinating, stop overthinking, and, you know, move yourself forward. I do get a sense with some Gemini souls, you're feeling that restless energy. So it's almost like, you know, there needs to be some movement, but you're just, because through fear of not knowing where to go or what to do or how to go about it, you know, you're not doing anything. So it's almost like there needs to be action, needs to be some sort of movement forward, because then the universe is going to go, oh, okay, there, you know, there's progress there, they're moving. Okay, and, you know, don't let fear hold you back. Okay, fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of whatever. Fear will either drive you forward at the rate or not, so it will hold you back. Don't let it hold you back, Gemini. Okay, so I experience love in all its beautiful glory. This is where this comes underneath. Okay, and it is a 5 vibration, so there may have been some sudden abrupt changes with regards to finances, or needing to make some adjustments or changes. I don't feel this is a negative. I feel it's putting you in a very strong position. It is a physical card, and it is symbolic of the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be that you're reevaluating things, and this could also be to do with what's holding you back from taking that leap of faith or making the next step moving forward, because you're mulling over, should I, shouldn't I? You're in your head over, whether you've got enough money. And they're saying you can make some adjustments because it's going to be quite favourable for you. There's a lot of people around you at this time that really want to help and support you. Okay, they see the good in you, but I feel like sometimes, Gemini, you're not seeing the good in yourself. You've got the Two of Cups energy there, and you're coming together with like-minded souls. You're attracting the right type of people at the right time. The universe is really trying to guide you forward. Okay, but they are waiting because there's a bit of hesitation with you. Okay, so just, look, you ask for any more clarification that the universe has got your back on this. So they're asking you to shift, to move forward, to really do it. Now this could be a connection, loving connection. You've got your eye on someone and you want to move it forward. Or this could be with regards to a job or even moving house. I do get a sense with some of you, you're going to be moving by about August time. There's, I get a sense with some of you getting the wheels in motion now, getting the planning and preparation out the way, making some financial material changes and adjustments, and putting something into action, creating it, allowing it to unfold as it's meant to. There's an element of trust needed there, but there's also a sense of, come on, it's now time to move on. You've got that stuck energy. It's now time to move on, usher in the change and usher in new energy. Remember, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And do what, at the end of the day, Gemini, do what feels right for you. Trust what you think or feel, because that's coming deep down from your soul, from your inner voice, from the positive voice within you. You've got 4 there, so there needs to be a change. It comes with the Firm Foundation card, which, is the 4 of Pentacles, but be proud of your achievements up until this point, but it doesn't mean there's not more to unfold for you. But there needs to be a change, because for some, I feel like for some of you, you're a little bit stuck where you are, and whether that's in a relationship or whether that's where you're living, or in a job even, that there's no more growth and learning there. Okay, so take some time out, because I do get this Hierophant energy. You are very good at what you do. The way you do things, you don't do it by halves, and that comes down to a little bit of that perfectionism. You make sure things are done. You go above and beyond. Okay, so you go beyond what anyone else probably does. You do way more than other people, but you're going to leave yourself short because you're going to exhaust yourself. Okay, you do have, the Ace of Swords here. So the universe is wanting you to really honor yourself at this time and trust and believe that, you can have it if that's what you truly, you can have something if that's what you truly desire. But, I do get a sense of holding too much onto the past, and this could be material stuff. It could be past relationship that you're not wanting to let go of. It's, in some ways, it's creating a few blocks. It's creating a few, I get a sense of hurdles. I'm hearing the word hurdles, so those running hurdle things. And I do feel like every time you just get going and you have the momentum and you have to get going, it's like something stops you. I don't feel like it's something in the physical. I feel like it's an emotional block. So it could be a little bit of self-sabotage. It could be that sense of talking yourself out of something rather than talking yourself in through fear. And not realizing that you can do this. You have a lot of 4s and a lot of 5s, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're seeing 444 or 555. You may even look at the clock and it's 444, and then you might look at the clock again the next time, or look at your phone and it's 555, because I do get a sense of change needed, before abrupt change steps in, because it's time to move some Geminis on. And that can be in whatever way. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a big change. It could be just that, you're in business or you're doing something and you're going to, take it to the next stage, next level, or whatever. You do tend to, the slightest little hurdle I'm hearing again, you do tend to pull away, okay? And it doesn't take much for you when you try something, and if it doesn't work out, you go, oh, well, that's it. It's not for me. I'm not doing it then. Don't fall into that trap, because I feel like you're being tested to see whether you're going to really, truly follow through. And, you might find that you start something but you're not finishing things. And look on your day-to-day stuff, because so this is where you'll often pick up on it. You'll get the signs come through with regards to you'll go into one room and you'll start something, and then before you finish what you started, you'll walk out and then you'll go into another room and you'll start unpacking something, or you go into the kitchen and you'll be doing the dishes or doing something. And I get a sense of you need to just focus on one thing and see it through to completion. Okay, that may not be for everybody. It may only be for one person, or it may only be for a small amount. Just, you know, if it's your message, then take it on board, because the universe is saying, well, come on, you know, focus on what you need to. Don't look for reasons why you shouldn't do something. Look for reasons why it could go well, because I get a sense of you're looking too far forward when you're going to do something, or you're thinking about doing something. You're looking too far forward and going, yeah, but that could happen, and you're focusing on that, on focusing on what may or may not happen with it. Okay, and that could be a relationship, it could be to do with work, it could be to do with an idea, or even could be to do with relocating. Okay, I get a sense of needing to let go of the old energy to usher in the new, creating balance. You've got a lot of ones as well, so you may be seeing 111 or 1111. That's master energy. Okay, so look it up. Look up master numbers, because it does say that it's all about timing. It is about timing on this journey, but it's a good sign to say that whatever you try, whatever you usher in, whatever you're about to embark on or move something towards, it's going to be successful, because you're being given a helping hand by the universe. And you couldn't ask for a better card to confirm that. Okay, that's the Sun card in normal tarot, and in this one it's the Light, but it's what the most positive major arcana card. So it's the outcome. Okay, so the universe is trying to nudge you and say, hey, look, you need to move forward. You need to move into new energy. Let go of the old. Okay, and that is a good card to have to confirm that. Getting out of your head, trusting your intuition, okay? Because the more you trust it, it's going to create it's almost like Geminis are about to level up as souls. Things are shifting and changing rapidly. It's about, come on, it's time. Let the past go. Let things go. Stop getting stuck in old patterns, old ways, old behaviors. Let's get you moving. Because when you do, and you really honor yourself on this soul's journey as a soul in a physical experience, things are going to move very, very swiftly. Okay? Alrighty. So on the bottom, things take time. That's the interesting, because I saw that in meditation, the waiting game. Things take time. So, you know, there may be a little bit of impatience with you, and I feel like the sense of, if you don't see it come to fruition straight away, that's when you pull back and you emotionally withdraw, go, oh, it's not for me then. Trust if especially if you are some souls that have chosen to learn patience on this journey, then they are really going to push that one with you. That's not a negative. For some of you, you're needing to use your voice with whatever it is, the project, the planning, or whatever it is that you need to move to the next level, because I'm feeling it in my throat chakra. Okay, I'm just going to ask spirit angels and guides for any more clarification on what's already been said. Wow. You've got two of the most positive cards. You've got the universe, you've got the world energy, and you've got the sun. So, wow. I feel like it's saying to you, get moving. Yeah, you've got Hanged Man. So things are, I feel like they're just in stalemate. They're in pause. I get a sense of pausing. You've got the pause button on. Forging forward. Yeah, for some of you, it may take all your strength in order to move through something, or move on to the next chapter, next phase, next place, even if you're moving house, because yeah, but once you get going, there's no stopping you, because you've got the Knight of Swords energy charging in, and it may take a bit for you to get going, but once you do, you look back and you go, oh, hey, look what I've just done. You're so proud of yourself. You're so, you know, proud of your achievements, and so you should be. But it does take a bit for you to get going. And look, you've got the world card twice. So that's a big green light from the divine, from your guides and source and spirit, to say, hey, come on, it's time to get going, time to move on with that project, time to move on with that relationship, time to step into that new relationship, or it's time to, you know, take that job offer when it's, because some of you have got a job offer coming, okay, or an opportunity for a job. All right, now I'm going to jump into the Sacred Traveller. It's quite apt for you guys, because I do feel like for some of you it is about going off on your travels, seeing somewhere else. For some of you it could be that's what you're putting off, traveling, okay, because I do get a sense of taking off and packing light and seeing somewhere, discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth, okay. So when you do things, you are, as I'm going to say, a bit of a stickler for making sure things are done properly. That's that perfectionism, and that's not a negative, but you are also one for things being done the right way. And if something is being done wrong, you're not afraid to stand up for that, which I like that in Gemini, okay. And take action with passion, valiant. So tap into your valiant courage at this time, okay, because it is time to get things shifted. Take action with passion. So it's time for action. That's the 4s. Before the 5s, these sudden abrupt changes come in. And take action with passion. You do everything with passion, okay. You don't do things lightly, Gemini. But I do get a sense of needing to make sure that you're not overdoing. I get a sense with some of you overdoing the wrong thing. So possibly putting too much time and energy into something that's not really what you're meant to be focusing or working on. So just be aware of where your attention goes. That's where your energy is going to flow. And whatever you put time and energy into is what's going to take off. So make sure it's what you need. Yeah, expect the unexpected, 47, because that's 11, so that's the master number as well. So when we add 4 and 7 in numerology, it becomes 11, and we honor the master number. So look up the master number 11, and then, you know, we can take it further and we can add it to look for a further deeper meaning of 2, because 1 and 1 is 2. But look up the master number 11, because that's come up several times for you guys. But yeah, unexpected, expect the unexpected. Okay, that could mean that you find the answers that you're seeking in unexpected places. It could also mean it's time to trust, to just take some action and then be patient and trust that it will all unfold. It's more about, we talk about, you know, having your why clear. Why you need to do something, or why you want to do something, or why you want something clear, and everything else works itself out, or the universe helps to work everything else out. So I get that's for you guys. Alrighty, let's put these down and let's grab these beautiful inspiration cards. What does the beautiful sign of Gemini need to finalize this reading, finish off this reading, that's going to inspire them to do what they need to do? Because remember, this is your journey. So Gemini, this is for you. Thank you. Oh, they're really flying out here. Okay, they're helping us along. I did ask and I'm receiving. Thank you. They said keep going, so I'm going to keep going. Thank you. Still going. You got to keep going. That's your word. That's your message as well. Oops. No, it's not a oops. Keep going. So you've got to keep going. So if you started something, that could be a message for somebody that's already started something, and you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. Maybe that's what I just got. And they're saying keep going. So if you've already started a project or you've already started doing something, don't give up, don't lose hope. See it through. Okay, we're going to stop there. That's quite a few, but that's okay. All right, so where do I start? I'm going to start with this one for some reason. Well, for obviously a reason. There's something in you that the world needs. All right. Now you might want to pause this video and write some of these down, including the affirmation ones that were at the start. Or you might want to write some of these down, put them up on your fridge or put them on your mirror in the bathroom. Happiness doesn't depend upon who you are or what you have. It depends on what you think. Words and thoughts are powerful. Okay, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They can only be felt. That's a deep and meaningful one. You are amazing. Yes, you are, Gemini. So write it down, repeat it to yourself on a daily basis, and remember it. You are capable of anything. Yes, you are. Kindness changes everything. Alrighty. You're allowed to be a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously. I'll repeat that one. You're allowed to be a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously. And that falls in line with the perfectionism, doesn't it? Yep. I'm hearing you. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. I'll repeat it. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. And two more. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 10. Oh, no, 11. Oh, you've got the master number. There's no coincidence there, guys. You've got 11 of these cards come out. And I said to you, look up the 11 master number and read its meaning, because you've got 11 there, you've got many ones, and I kept seeing 11, 11. So that's really significant for you. And they were in charge of these little wisdom inspiration cards, and 11 came out. So that's significant for you guys. Wounds can become wisdom with the right perspective. Yeah, they can. Because we learn and grow and heal from everything we go through. Even the deep, hard ones, deep, dark, hard ones. So you're on a healing journey as well as a soul's journey. Grow through what you go through. There you go. That falls in line with the wounds can become wisdom with the right perspective. And you grow through what you go through. Told you, you've got to stop, pause this video, rewatch it, do what you got to do to write these down, because these are really strong messages. Surround yourself with people who will lift you higher. Okay, find your tribe. So some of you Geminis are needing to find your tribe. Okay, beautiful. That's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and check out your other signs. But I wish you all the very best in the month of January. I will be coming back to do the mid-monthlies and some other readings. So feel free to check those out as well. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love and light. All the best. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.